Hi, everybody, and welcome to Gentle Yoga. We're going to do about 30 minutes of yoga, and then we're going to do a nice 30-minute yoga nidra. And if you've never had yoga nidra before, it'll be a real treat. Okay, so we're going to start by sitting nice and tall, closing the eyes, and settling in. Allowing yourself to just be present. Breathing, relaxing, just letting go of all outside interference from the news, social media, just allowing yourself to be here. Consider your mat, your island, your place of tranquility and peace. Breathing, creating your fortress of solitude that is here, that is present. Just allowing yourself just to relax. And bringing our hands to heart center. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Let's go ahead and open the eyes, and let's go ahead and let's go into child's pose. So doing child's pose, you can use your blanket here if you'd like. And I'm going to turn this down so you can see me. I'm going to put my knees wide. You can too, and you can put your feet together in the back. Just allowing yourself to be here. Noticing and breathing. You have nowhere to go. You have nothing to do. All you need to do is to stay present. You're on your mat. You're in child's pose. That's all we need. I have Molly, my yoga therapy dog, with me. She decided to lay on the mat with me. Noticing the breath as you're in the pose. Feeling the belly rise and fall. Feeling the lungs inflate and deflate. Good. Let's go ahead and come up into all fours. And then from here, inhale, drop the back, shoulder blades come together, look up. Exhale, arch the back, chin to the chest. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale and exhale. Bringing the back into a comfortable position. Take that right foot back, having the toe on the ground, and shift that weight back just ever so slightly, just to feel the stretch a little bit. Good. Now, let's go ahead and take that left leg, swing it out, and we're just going to come down into a nice pigeon pose. Nice and relaxed. And then from here, take a deep breath in and exhale, forward fold. We're not going to stay here long because this can be difficult for people. Good. Let's go ahead and come back up. Let's go ahead and take that leg back and let's come down to our belly, coming up onto our elbows, going into what we call Sphinx pose. We're just going to stay here for about 2 minutes. I'm going to turn on my handy dandy timer so I can make sure that we stay on time. I like to time my poses, especially when I'm in a gentle, relaxing class, because there's not a lot you want to do. You just want to take your time in doing it. Just allowing yourself the beauty or the art of doing nothing. No thinking, just being. So while we're in the pose, let me tell you a little about what's going on here at Redhead Yoga for this weekend. Since we're on Friday, Good Friday. Saturday, we have a nice power yoga class that's going to be done by my very good friend, Melanie Waldeman. She's a remarkable young lady, and that'll be a challenging class. So just make sure you're up for it. On Sunday, on Easter Sunday, we're going to have a nice yoga class, a nice yoga flow class. And then that's it. That's all we're doing. We have about 25 seconds left. Good. Let's go ahead and lift back up, going into all fours. And let's tuck the toes in and lift up the hiney, going into downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and come back down. And let's outstretch the left leg, shifting that weight back, allowing yourself just to be present, really just opening up, stretching that leg. I think I had a Charlie horse in my leg last week that lasted for about 3 days, and doing this really, really helped. Now let's go ahead and take that right leg, bring it up, and then outstretch the left leg, going into that nice pigeon pose. Take a deep breath in And exhale, coming forward. Like I said, when we come in here, we don't stay here too long. Yeah, we don't stay here too long. Getting my timer back up for us. Good. And then from here, bring the hands by the head, lift up. Let's get into all fours again. And we're going to walk our hands out, leaving the hiney up in the air, forehead on the mat. This is called puppy stretch. In yin yoga, it's called anahatasana. And anahata is the heart. Set my timer here. We're going to stay here for about 2 minutes. See, you don't have to go crazy when you're doing yoga. You do it. I look at yoga in my old age as a time for me. It's not a time for going crazy or complaining. This is my time out time. Remember when we had children or we were babysitting and we had to put kids on timeouts. And that's okay for me to have a timeout. About 50 seconds left. And it's okay for you. And right now, the world is on one very large timeout, which is good. The earth needs time to breathe. You need time to breathe. About 30 seconds left. Good. Let's go ahead and lift up, going into all fours. And let's go ahead and come up onto our knees. I know you're going to see my head cut off, but that's okay. Put the hands behind you, fingers pointing towards the hiney, elbows are back. On your inhale, arch back, look up, and exhale, lifting up. Inhale, arch back, look up, and exhale, come on back. Let's do one more. Inhale and exhale. Good. Let's go ahead and have a seat. And when I sit down, I like to have my blanket here. Not that I have a sensitive bottom, but it just makes it nice because I like to have my hiney a little bit higher. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to make a triangle with your legs by bringing your feet together. And let me show you how I'm doing that. So it's just like this. We're making a nice triangle here. I sound like Bob Ross. And let's go ahead and bring those hands down. I want you to arch the back, bring the chin to the chest. And let's stay here for about 2 minutes. Now I'm going to get my timer out. So if you've never taken a class from Redhead Yoga, I'm Cindy Beers. I've been teaching yoga for almost 20 years. And I got into it because I was very ill. And I was healing, and my doctor said, "Yeah, why don't you try this?" And I did, and it just it healed me from the inside out. The stretching was secondary. Fixing my mind was number one, and it did. And if you live in the central Pennsylvania area, we're having a little bit of a wind today, and that kept me up for a lot last night, but it's all good. You know, I sat and meditated this morning with my cup of tea and just allowed myself time. I was in the military for 18 years. It was a great time. I enjoyed that. Good. Let's slowly come up. Let's bring the knees in. And I want you to bring the hands behind you. And we're going to do what we called windshield wipers. We're just doing this a little bit. Good. Good. So let's go ahead and bring the legs out and wide, nice and wide. And from here, I'd like you to bring the hands down to the middle. Good. Keep the back, neck, and head all aligned. Good. All the poses we're doing today are working with the entire body. We're working with the central nervous system, and we're also working with your kidney meridians, your liver meridians. About 30 seconds left. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and come back up. Bringing those legs together. Let's bring the hands behind you, fingers pointing towards the hiney. Lift the chest. Allow that head to go back. Good. How about if we lay on our back, shall we? Let's lay on our back. Take my timer with me. And we're laying back, feet on the mat. Okay. And then from here, let's bring the knees into the chest. Nice big hug. And I want you to keep your hands on your knees. So your option is to stay here with your hands on your knees, and you can wrap them around if you want, or you could bring your legs and your feet wide right here. We call this toddler in my classes. Or you can go into happy baby. Whatever works here for you is okay with me. And we're just going to stay here for 2 minutes. As we start working our way into our meditation, which will be shortly, I want you to find a place within you, your happy place. What is one of those things that makes you happy? Is it a place? Is it a person? So it always depends on the day. So with me, today it's my granddaughter. She just turned 11 months old, and I miss her like crazy. So when I picture her, my whole body smiles. My face, my heart, my liver. Good. You can rock from left to right. Today our class is being recorded, and it's also going to be available on YouTube, which is wonderful. I'm still learning all the technology. Let's bring the knees into the chest, give them a hug. Good. Now, let's bring the feet down to the mat, shall we? And let's go ahead and straighten your right leg. Straighten your right leg. And let's bring the left knee into the chest. You can give it a little hug here. And then take your left arm out to the side and let's bring the palm down, shall we? And then keep that right hand on the outside of your left knee. Bring it across the body. Only go as far as your body allows you to. You want to keep your left shoulder on the ground. So if you're coming over and your shoulder lifts, you've gone too far. So wherever that is today, just be there. I have started watching Ram Dass's documentary before he passed away, and it was just absolutely remarkable. It's called Becoming Nobody. So if you ever get the chance to watch it, it is everything you're looking for, I should say. Good. Let's go ahead and bring those knees back into the chest. Now taking that left leg down to the ground. And let's take that left hand, put it on the outside of that left knee. Right arm comes out, putting the palm down, bringing it across the body. You're getting a shot of my lower half here. And you're going to notice that each side's different. One side you'll be able to stretch a little bit more than the other. And that's just how our bodies are. Closing the eyes if you'd like. Good. Let's go ahead and bring those knees back into the chest. Bring the hands down to the ground. Let's lift up those legs. Let's lift up those legs. And it might be hard to straighten those legs because it's not easy. I remember when I first started yoga, my legs bent. I couldn't straighten them out. Good. Let's go ahead and bring the knees into the chest. Give them a hug. Arms come out to a T. And let's put the palms down, shall we? And let's bring the knees to the right and the head to the left. Now, if you find that your legs are hanging in limbo, kind of like right here, go ahead and use one of your pillows from your couch and you can just prop them up. You don't want them just hanging there. And you want to make sure you can get your knees together. And if you can't, use one of those throw pillows from your couch and you can just rest it there. So if I lose you, I wanted to let you know that the lights are flashing a little bit. So if we do lose each other, just stay here. Not you don't necessarily have to stay in the pose, but just stay on your mat. Stay in a pose that feels good to you. And let's bring the knees up and let's let them fall to the left and turn the head to the right. And again, you can prop yourself up here. Beautiful. Now let's come back to center and we're going to keep our feet on the mat. And if you have a blanket, go ahead and fold it up and let's lift up the hiney and put that blanket underneath. Okay? Put the blanket underneath. And we're just going to stay here for about 2 minutes. This is a great one because it takes all the pressure off the lower back and maybe puts a little bit of pressure on the shoulder blades to relax them. It lifts the chest and lifts the belly. We have about 1 more minute. Just getting right here. Excellent. Good. Let's go ahead and bring those knees into the chest and bring the feet down. Let's remove that blanket or pillow, whatever you used. And let's go ahead and let's get comfortable going into Shavasana, our resting pose. So, however you want to do that, you can. You can definitely lay on your couch, on your bed. You can lay on the floor if you choose and get comfortable. You could put your legs up on the ottoman, which is always nice. Okay. And I'll let you get ready here. We'll start the meditation portion. Just a second. So for you guys that never have done this, Yoga Nidra, Yoga Mind-Body Union, Nidra is sleep. So we're doing a little yoga sleep. So with your eyes opened or closed, welcome the environment and the sounds around you. The sensation of warmth or coolness on your skin. The touch of air on your skin. The sensations where your body touches the surfaces that are supporting it. Affirm to yourself within your mind, I am aware, awake, I am at ease. I am aware, awake, and at ease. Welcome your heartfelt mission. It's that feeling of life living you with purpose, meaning, and value. And within your mind, affirm to yourself, I am a unique, valued expression of life. Life is living me with purpose and meaning. And experience this as truth with your entire body and mind. Welcome and affirm your intention, the intention that supports you to realize that heartfelt mission in your daily life. Feeling and affirming your intention with your entire body and mind, and hold it as truth in this moment. Welcome and affirm your inner resource. That's that sense of well-being. And of being secure and at ease in this and every moment. It's that safe haven within you where you can return whenever you need to take time out to rest, restore, and feel secure and at ease. It's that place that we talked about earlier, picturing some place or someone. Welcome sensations that are present throughout your body. Starting with your jaw, your mouth, ears. The sensation of the breath coming and going at the entrance of your nostrils. The sensation of your eyes. Sense without going into thinking. The sensation of your forehead, scalp, back of the head, and neck. Sense your left shoulder, left arm, left palm and fingers. Your right shoulder, your right arm, your right palm and fingers. Both hands, arms, and shoulders at the same time as radiant sensation. Sense your entire torso, front and back, letting go of thinking, just sensing. The entire torso, inside, outside. Just a sensation. Sense your left hip, your left leg, your left foot, the entire left foot and leg, your right hip, your right leg, your right foot, the entire right foot and leg, both legs together, both legs as sensation. Sense the entire body, inside and outside, as sensation. Feel yourself as the observer of all sensations that are present in your awareness. Feel yourself just being aware and awake as the observer of all these sensations. Within your mind, affirm to yourself, I am aware, awake, and resting at ease. I am aware, awake, and resting with ease. Sense your body breathing. Welcome the flow of air in the nostrils, the throat, the gentle expanding and releasing of the chest and abdomen with each inhale, with each exhale. Sense your abdomen expanding with each inhale, your abdomen releasing with each exhale. With each breath, affirm to yourself, I am aware and at ease. I am aware and at ease. Remain with the feeling of deep release with each exhale. Aware and attentive. Welcome your inner resource of ease and well-being with each inhale and each exhale. Feeling ease and well-being throughout the entire body. Feel yourself as the observer of all that's now present in your awareness. Affirm to yourself, I am aware, awake, and resting at ease. Welcome feelings of warmth, ease, and comfort. And if present, welcome their opposites. So if you're sensing warmth, welcome coolness. If ease, welcome tension. If comfort, welcome discomfort. Without thinking, just sensing and feeling, moving back and forth between opposites at your own pace. Then feel both opposites at the same time, while also experiencing how this impacts your body and mind. Feel yourself as the observer of all the feelings that are present in your awareness. Let's welcome an emotion that may be present, or an emotion that you're working with in your life. If no emotion is present, this too is perfect. Welcome what is most calling your attention in this moment. Feel free to return to your inner resource at any time, to take a momentary time out to feel secure and at ease. And if an emotion is present, where and how in your body do you feel it? Are there thoughts or images that come along with this emotion? Welcome your experience just as it is, without judging what's present. Welcoming it just as it is. And if it's helpful, locate an opposite of this emotion, where and how you feel in your body. Then move between these opposites, back and forth, at your own pace. Then, as you're ready, experience both opposites of emotion at the same time, all while sensing how this impacts your body and mind. Feel as the observer of all that's now present in your awareness. Just being aware and awake as the observer of all that's now present. Affirm to yourself, I am aware, awake, and resting at ease. Now let's locate a thought or a belief that's present. Perhaps a belief that you take to be true about yourself. And if no belief is present, welcome whatever most calls your attention. And if a thought or belief is present, just welcome it as a messenger. Where and how do you feel this thought or belief in your body when you take it to be true? And if it's helpful, bring to mind an opposite of that belief. Where and how do you feel this opposite belief in your body when you take it to be true? Welcome and stay with your experience just as it is. And then welcome both beliefs and experience, how this impacts your body and mind. Feel yourself as the observer of all that's now present in your awareness. Just being aware and awake as the observer of all that's now present. Affirm to yourself, I am aware, awake, and resting with ease. Bring attention to sensations of well-being and joy. Well-being and joy expanding throughout your entire body, every cell in your body, welcoming joy and well-being. Be aware of all that's now in awareness while dissolving into being spacious openness in which all these things, changing activities, are coming and going. Settle into just being. Nothing to do, nowhere to be, just being. Notice how everything is arising in your awareness. Feel into being awareness. Welcome yourself as spacious and openness of awareness. Undeniable, indescribable, everywhere. In front, behind, left, right, inside, outside. Awareness everywhere. Welcome the feeling of wholeness of life. Life living you as one of its unique and perfect expressions. Everything interconnected through the underlying essence of life. Feeling your wholeness while reflecting upon the different movements that are now present. Sensations, emotions, thoughts, well-being, the feeling of being and being awareness, welcoming everything just as it is. When it feels right to you, open and close your eyes several times, welcoming your inner resource of well-being, feeling grounded and connected to yourself and the world around you, and the feeling of life living you, giving your life a sense of purpose, meaning, and value. Sense your environment around you. Imagine going about your life, affirming to yourself, I am aware, awake, and at ease in every moment. Within your mind, affirming again, I contain within me the perfect response to each and every moment that gives me the felt sense of health, harmony, and wholeness within myself and all of my life. Let's bring our awareness back to the breath, back to the mat. Begin by moving your fingers and your toes, your hands, your feet, your arms, your legs, your torso, your neck and your head. Give yourself some nice big stretch. Bringing your knees into your chest, giving them a nice hug. And let's roll over onto our right side. Let's curl up into the fetal position, resting our head on our right arm. And when it feels right to you, and in your own time, slowly coming up into a seated position. And bringing the hands to heart center. Just allowing yourself to stay here for a little bit, even after we're done. Taking your time. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me today.